Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. And today we're going to be hopping into a film called Sling Blade. Now, I'm excited about this because from what I've seen when I was just momentarily looking up the film, getting ready to, play it for us, Billy Bob Thornton is all over this damn thing. Like, I feel like, if I can remember correctly, he directed, he written, and he did something. He did something. Oh, he acts in this as well too. So he has like a triple whammy of a film here that he definitely is a big part of. And I'm excited to see what this story is about. But before we hop into it, I want to clarify. We normally look into certain aspects of filmmaking, and today, or the past couple of films, we've been looking at screenwriting and how screenwriting and just the crafting of stories on paper can really transform the stories that we see on screen. And we've had plenty of great examples of that. And I'm so excited to just continue on with that. Like the other films, I've got this, this notebook right now that I'm writing my notes in, and I'm saving more of my thoughts that I find personally interesting that I don't want to, talk over since we're focusing on screenwriting. So in case you want to hear a little bit more about what I have to say about a certain impact of the film, definitely check out the later versions of these. But yeah, I'm excited to just jump into this regardless. It is something that I find pretty fascinating, and I'm always constantly learning, especially during first time watches. And I've never heard of Sling Blade until now, until the Patreon recommended it to me. So as always, I'm grateful for that, and I'm excited to jump into it. But before then, again, if you want to be able to support the channel, the best way to do it is through Patreon. You can have the uncuts or early access, all that good stuff, all can be found on the Patreon. You can also support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And at the end of the day, you have to do any of those things. You can just sit back, relax, get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into Sling Blade. Again, guys, if you want to be able to watch and hear all I gotta say about these films, these are definitely more underrated, I could feel. So not a lot of you have probably even heard of this yourselves. But in case you want to watch it alongside with me, you definitely can. Check out the Patreon, and you can just sync it up with my copy and have a blast. Damn. He's being especially annoying. But it's really unique how this is being carried in one take, slowly building up for something. Holy crap, is that him right there? What? Damn, that's crazy. He looks like a whole different person, honestly.
I hope you can still see to write.
Woo! Damn. Doesn't that create an atmosphere? My man Carl just opened his domain expansion. The soundtrack is so good. I'm hearing it. It's like it's like it works into the psyche. It's cool. I love it. It's just muted.
Well, didn't pay him too much for a wage. Didn't pay my daddy too much for a wage. Just barely enough to get by on, I reckon.
I love that this frame right here that we're keeping, it really does put us in the shoes of almost a psyche right here. I love that the other two people in the room are isolated. This is also just a beautiful frame.
So I run up on the screened in porch to see what is going on. I looked in the window there and I seen my mother laying on the floor there in clothes.
Man, you hear the freaking soundtrack just switch up? It's just pulsing right now.
Door. Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. Just kind of a long wood handle, kind of like an axe handle.
The way this is ramping up is just so beautifully done. This is hitting my heart right now.
So I hit him again with it in the neck with a sharp edge and just plumb near cut his head off. Killed him.
Woo! Wow, this soundtrack is crazy right now.
I hit my mother upside the head with it.
Golly, man.
Killed her.
Wow, that was so well done. Oh my goodness. There was only like 2 shots, 2-3 shots within that whole scene.
I reckon I'm gonna have to get used to them looking at me too.
Better go get your thing.
I will say, as menacing as that scene was, he's less threatening. Which is wild, because it's very tragic about what happened.
These darn things are heavy, hard to carry too.
What you got?
Is that the dude from Fast and Furious? What the heck? What the heck? That's funny as heck. Yo, he's been acting, man.
They said I wasn't right in the head, so they put me there in a nervous hospital instead of putting me in jail.
Bro, honestly, being honest is probably the best thing right now.
Something was to happen, well, I'd be liable.
I reckon I can just walk around no morning time and separate a buck drummers.
You're like, oh my God. Man, I mean, already this film is showcasing the very real surface that gets coated when something as tragic that has happened to him has happened, and then trying to get rehabilitated back in society.
Oh, hell, I always wanted to kill him myself. Asshole's what he was. No, I remember that old boy, too. Kind of retarded or something back in school.
They just was just like, yeah. God damn.
Be fine. Carl, I'm gonna go out to the car and get your books.
All right, then.
Carl, they say you're a whiz on...
I gotta say, shout out to Jerry. I believe that was his name for helping, like holding his hand a little bit while he integrates back in society.
Was it your name, Carl?
Yes, sir, did. Your name's Frank.
Yeah.
Yo, I cannot believe this. It's just so hilarious to see. This is so wild. That guy's been acting for a long time. You know, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying where this film has taken itself, or where I feel like it's going. Because, man, that intro was crazy. That intro was intense, man.
Family here?
Not to speak of.
Hey, Carl, guess what? Mama said you can stay over with us out in the garage. Our car won't fit in there anyway.
Wow, I gotta say, I am so taken aback by the hospitality. Maybe that just goes to say a little bit about our society nowadays. Or maybe that's just a little bit of the film. But, yeah.
This is what I call my secret place. Because I come out here when I feel like being by myself. I used to come here with Ken.
That's a vibe. What the heck? That's a vibe. Okay.
How'd your mama die?
You don't need to hear things like that. You just a boy.
Wow.
You need to think of...
That's crazy. He still has the depth to understand, like, yeah, I understand that you're a kid. I'm not going to let you know about that.
He's funny, you know. Not funny, ha ha, funny, queer. He likes to go with men instead of women. That makes him not be able to fight too good.
This kid is just wildly aware. Oh my goodness. I guess trauma does that. I mean, yeah, trauma will do that.
Yes, I recollect that.
It ain't the truth. He shot himself with a shotgun on.
Wow. Oh my goodness, man. We were just talking about trauma. Jeez.
No, that's right. I was talking to your mama. This is her decision, not yours. If I let it go on, it's because she asked me, not you.
What in the hell, bro? What the hell? God damn.
I reckon he can lay off and done it tomorrow.
Mr. Cox doesn't pick you up around.
All right, then.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and knock on this door.
No, I heard you's more than friends. Yeah,
I heard Dick Rivers come in there and caught the two of you all bowed up and going at it right in the same room with poor old Miss Ogletree.
This guy needs to get slapped straight up. He doesn't really look too intimidating to me.
Kind of way then, huh? It wouldn't matter to me if you did do violence on somebody. I ain't scared of shit.
Bro, are you serious, man? What the hell is wrong with this dude? How are you this unhinged without the internet? You're just willingly unhinged. Yo, my man loves his French fries. I feel like that's the only thing he's been eating for the past week.
Not funny, ha-ha, funny queer. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a very offensive way to put it.
Oh my God. What the heck?
You were taught that, weren't you?
I've heard it said that a while.
Like, what the heck? Yeah, it probably came from his past.
Everybody has something in their past. Maybe you tried suicide. Maybe you did something.
This is a very, like, real conversation, though. I gotta respect just the dialogue between these two.
I was thinking, might want to take me some of these potatoes home with me.
What does that say about me? Oh, no. Nah. That's just called being at peace. Especially when you're eating.
You don't got no bills to pay. You got no business to run. You don't even have to have a job. You got no old lady eating on your ass all the time. Could I have some of that?
That's crazy. Because, like, when he says that, I automatically link it to, like, obviously he feels nervous because his father isn't around. But this dude, the level of awareness that is just shown through each individual here in this film is so interesting to witness, because it requires awareness to treat somebody who just seems different, who probably has a different past and background, to accept them as someone who's just trying to rehabilitate themselves. And it's interesting seeing the lack of awareness on some people and the acute awareness on others, and how it's not age related. It's wild.
There is something wrong with you.
Get the fuck out.
Nobody wants to take this shit, man.
It baffles me. It really baffles me as to, is it really fear? Is it really fear? Because I'm just like, I don't, like, how?
You tell me what to do, Linda. Don't do that, Linda. I'm calling the police. God damn you. Hey!
There you go, kid. There you go. Let's go, man. Oh, my God. Man, I feel this kid, bro. Keep it going. Keep it going. Yes, man.
Sorry, Linda. Okay. All right, you can kiss my ass.
Leave. Get the fuck out.
Sit down, I'll make you some biscuits and gravy.
Mustard's good on them to me.
She's like, what the mustard?
I like your garage. I never would hurt you or that boy. I lay my hand on the Bible and say the same thing.
I love how this is shot, too. I love this angle. I love how simple this is. I love the blue lighting that's outside to replicate this clear night out, or morning at this point. There's just something so raw and genuine about just that scene. Which makes sense, because this is a raw and genuine story.
Don't worry about your boy now. He's doing good.
It ain't got no gas in it.
You see there, Scooter?
He's like, there ain't no gas in this damn thing.
Stay on my feet all the time at work. I just can't find shoes that's comfortable.
Hospital shoes might be the answer.
This is great. This is so good. I'm so happy for just this entire scene right here. There's just less toxicity, and it's great.
Keep private.
You mean about you and Albert being together and that way?
Yeah,
think everybody at the store already.
They're like, they already know, bruh. Just own it, man. Just own it. Own it. I mean, I know it's probably dangerous, but...
Somebody out here to see you. Some gal holding a nice bouquet. Come on now, she wants to talk to you. Don't just sit there.
Let's go, Carl. Let's go, Carl. Let's go, Carl.
He come out there at the shed and got me and said, "Here, take this and throw it away." And he handed me a towel with something other in it.
Wow. Damn. Jeez, man, that is crazy.
What was in there, 'cause there's a noise and something moving around in it. That towel was all bloody like all around it there. And it is a little old baby, not no bigger.
You can really sense the pain in his voice when he does his tics. Like, his tics have so much expression in them because that's all he uses to, you know, communicate.
I shouldn't have told you about that. Boy your age ought not to hear such things. It just kind of come out.
It's just crazy. It's wild. I mean, out of all the kids, he's definitely the perfect kid to handle that information. But, man, the scars you get when you're a child is wild, man.
See, I work construction. I build things. Do you understand how important that is to the world, Frankie?
My God. Get out of this house, man. You suck. God damn.
Pretty good. We expect to do well.
You got any quarterback this year?
Pretty good. Jeff Bailey's boy, you know him. Got a good arm, a little slow.
Yeah, I watched him in junior high.
What was that about? Was that just because of, like, you know, his experience with his father? Because that scene made it almost seem like that was his father that he was looking at. And I was like, I don't know how that's possible. You look older than him.
If I ain't too stove up, I ain't like you. I'm old and give out. I'm proud of ye.
That's what's up. Damn, there's some like golden moments. There's some golden moments here. I love that right when the light hit them. That's when he said that. That was cool.
You ought not done that to you, boy. I've studied on killing you. I studied about it quite a bit.
Wow. Just upright telling him.
But I don't reckon there's no need for it. All you gonna do is sit there in that chair. You'll be dead soon enough.
Woo! Let him have it. Let him have it. He said, just let time have you.
You ought not kill my little brother. You ought to had a chance to grow up. He would have had fun sometime.
Damn. Yeah, let him sit in that room and just wallow in the guilt. I love all of the... He has a lot of pieces around him, but man, that speaks volumes. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Call up a fucking preacher, goddammit. We can't baptize you.
We'll call Brother Epperson.
He's just standing there with a hammer. Oh, man, that's hilarious.
I don't rightly know. I just kindly woke up a holding it.
He just came in there with a hammer and said, I want to be baptized. What?
So wake up and face what they call reality. See, we're going to be a family, Frank. My family. I'll be paying all the bills.
This is a weak ass man right here. And I'm only saying that because I know there are people who think like him in real life. And if you are just happen upon this video and you relate to this dude, yeah, you weak, bro. That's lame.
You're older than him. You're strong, too. My daddy wouldn't let him do that to me and Mama.
I'm sure he probably doesn't need to be enticed. He probably doesn't need to be enticed, so I get the conflict.
We'll always be friends. Can't nobody stop that.
You're gonna give him these books?
I aim for you to have these books.
Damn, that's Man, that is so good. Damn it. All he needed was some biscuits.
I don't reckon that you have to go with women to be a good daddy to a boy. You've been real square dealing with me.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. Damn. There's a lot of great human elements in here.
He lives inside of his own heart. That's an awful big place to live in. You take care of that boy.
Wow, man. That is so good. That's a good moment right there. Like, a part of me is like, is he going to sacrifice himself so that Doyle can go to jail or go to prison, and so that way he, like, the family won't have to worry about him trying to, like, stalk them or anything like that? At least that's how I'm thinking he might want to get him out of the picture. I don't see him just straight up killing him again. Or killing anybody again.
How does a fella go about getting hold of the police?
Yo, is that what he's starting out with? Oh, man. Yeah, I don't see him killing Doyle. I feel like Doyle is going to kill him. And he's going to go to prison.
Carl?
Wow! Oh, wow! 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 Holy crap. Yo. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. I love that. I love that I wasn't expecting that. Wow! Yo, that was wild. Yo, he whacked him twice. Man. I mean, I feel bad for saying, like, I'm happy he got that loser out the picture.
Yeah, I bet you did. I mean, I was never bent that way. I was bent the other way.
Man, that's crazy. The context is just so insane right now. It's so insane. There's so much depth.
Don't you say nothing about that boy. Don't you say another word to me. I ain't listening to you no more.
Yeah, you freaking loser. Get out of here. Scram. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel, man. That's how I feel. It's like weird that I'm feeling that way. It's wow. See what I'm saying? This was written, directed, and acted by Billy Bob Thornton. A triple whammy. Guys, that is the end to Sling Blade. Alright, everybody, we just got done Sling Blade. This film was such a freaking hit, man. This was a hit. This hit in so many areas, and it's crazy that I haven't heard of this film. This film is deep. It's deep, and it really pushes the boundaries. I'm so happy they didn't go with the ending that I felt like it was going to go, which was Doyle killing Carl and him getting sent to jail and leaving the family alone because he's in jail or in prison. But it came at the expense and the death of Carl, which I would have been like, I get it. Like, I get it. But man, was I surprised when Carl actually killed him. And I don't think the other guy knew either. I think he was just as surprised. But man, you know, it's what I have highlighted here is self-defense. And this is where it gets really great. All right, this is where it gets really great because obviously killing is bad. I don't. Please don't. Please don't go out and kill people. All right. But yo, like, how do you? We were able to get such a great bird's eye view on Carl and his motive, and his deeper motives, despite his inability of communicating amongst the world. And I gotta say, it's just like, I'll just be as honest as I possibly can. I'm happy that dude got murked. I'm happy he got murked. I'm happy he got murked. Do I justify it? Absolutely not. But it's one of those things where it's like, if you're gonna do it, then you gotta live with it, and you gotta just accept what comes with it. And I'm sure Carl, I mean, he definitely did. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, this film was dense. This was dense from a religious standpoint, from a perspective that just, you know, it's so human. It's like the indoctrination, or just of somebody coming back into society. And what man, this film is so good because there's no answer that is like a bow with it. You know, I can't really say anything that's going to feel like a resolve, because this is so open. This is so open. And I love it for that. I feel like it's so much more interpretable in that way. And sometimes films that take this approach, where they do want to leave an ending or have the entire film be interpretable, but they kind of give a conclusive ending in a way where it doesn't stir up anything. I'm happy that this challenges that, and it still is shown through a narrative structure, which is so cool. I really gotta say, it's so cool. It reminds me of, ironically, it really does remind me of two films that I've watched way back. And it kind of looks like it too. And that is Come and See, and that is, I think it was a Russian film, and that was intense. That was a really good one. But I loved how that ended. And American History X. And I love how that ended. I also loved how that looked, and the natural lighting that brought forth a lot of the human elements here. The same could be said about Come and See, and I'm gonna put this one up there with a similar vibe. I'm not sure if it's as good as them. I don't want to, like, those two are really freaking good, but this is just so good in its own way, and I feel like it still deserves to be put into human elemental films such as Come and See and American History X, because of how it leaves you at the end. There is no resolve. There's no like, yes, the theme has a bow and I can tie it and it all makes sense. There's none of that. It's just, it just leaves you off with this feeling, man. Like this feeling that the world is so big, and I love that. I love that. It was a very daring ending and a very daring beginning, but I love the journey in between, and I think that is incredible. I have several things written down here, but all of them seem so trivial at the grand scheme of it. But the one thing I did highlight was self-defense, and how that has left me personally at the end there, where I'm like, yeah, it wasn't really self-defense, but for the greater good, yeah, dude needed to get murked. So that's why I'm gonna leave it like that. If you feel differently, by all means, let me know in the comments. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this, guys. Have you heard of this film? Is this your first time watching it? Are you gonna go out and watch it yourself? I hope so. And if you do, try and find it. I know where to find it. If you know where to find it, if you want to have an idea of where to find it, check out the Patreon. All right, guys. Like always, stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.